What's up guys, Jeff Cavaliere, ATHLEAN-X.com. The squat is by far one of the most basic and fundamental movements that should be in your training program. However, if your body's not ready to do this exercise, it can actually wreak havoc on your body. We have to make sure we address that. Today I'm going to show you a very fast routine, 2 minutes that you can do pre-squat to get your body more ready to squat. And here's the thing, we've got to make this distinction right off the bat. If you're somebody that lacks the mobility, literally lacks the physical mobility in your hips or in your low back, where we're talking hard end feel, where your hip can't get past a certain range of motion because you just don't have any more room in that joint, this routine is not going to fix that. What this routine is going to do is help you overcome stiffness before squatting. And stiffness is actually a much more common problem. Stiffness is that you actually have the mobility, you just don't have the ability to realize that at this moment because you're stiff. So the more you work yourself through that, the more you'll see your range of motion increase. Okay, so how do we do this? We're gonna do 6 reps of everything I show you here. It starts right here with the first exercise, which you're gonna grab your toes and try to sink down as low as you can into the bottom position of a squat. Again, 6 reps. Next, we move on to the ability of our thoracic spine to extend. So here we want to say, can we get our thoracic spine to go backwards even a little bit more to keep our chest up and out? So we got to do that with this quick little drill. Here, hands behind your head. You're going to just allow your body to curl over into flexion, and then you want to come out into extension and allow your arms to actually lead the way. Let your elbows lead the way. 6 reps here. Then we want to work on something that a lot of us don't work on, and that is our thoracic rotation. And it's a really important component. Even though we're not rotating in squats, we're trying to maintain as much mobility through the thoracic spine as possible, and we need to incorporate what I'm showing you here. So you're going to actually hook with your left hand onto your right foot and let your left elbow actually help to drive you into this right rotation where I'm lifting my arm upwards to the sky on the right side, getting as much rotation as I can. And of course, alternating and going back to the other side. You're going to go and aim for 6 reps to each direction here as well. Now let's go back, and now that we've sort of loosened up that thoracic spine as much as we can, we have to try to take it to the next level. And thoracic extension becomes a lot more difficult when our arms are up over our head. So we're going to try to perform a version of an overhead squat mobility drill. So here you're going to try to do the same thing you did before, but keeping your arms up and over your head. Again, trying to maintain that extension in the thoracic spine and also down into the lumbar spine. And then finally, we're going to wrap it all up and try to tie things together by combining a few of these motions. So we're going to go down and try to challenge that thoracic extension in that more difficult version with the arms overhead and immediately go into a rotation in the thoracic spine right and left. So why are we doing this? Because I never think that you should sort of isolate planes of motion, because whenever you get into a real weight room situation or even out of the field of competition, you're not really going to move in isolated planes. You're going to want to try to combine things in the way that is more applicable to what you're actually going to encounter. And guys, I say it all the time, if you want to look like an athlete, you've got to train like an athlete. Athletes move in all 3 planes all the time. If you're looking for a program that will combine all the elements of training and challenge you in all 3 planes the way it should, it's going to get you better results because you're actually training the way your body's meant to be trained in the first place. You can get that in the ATHLEAN-X training system over at ATHLEAN-X.com. In the meantime, if you're looking for more of these videos on mobility, I know this is one of the popular topics and requests, just make sure you leave your comments below. Tell me what you want to see, and I'll do my best to bring them to you here in the days ahead. All right, guys, I'll see you back here again soon.